Hi everybody, welcome back to Vintage Story Iron Man episode 13 with me, Sid, and I've just gone out for a walk this morning, and we are now, well, there's our base. I've walked across the desert. I'm walking down to explore this direction. This is as far as we got previously, so this seems to be a good point to jump in. Now, unfortunately, because I'm me, my inventory is already packed full of stuff, so I didn't have any food when I set off, and now I've got an abundance. So, looking for ruins, looking for tin deposits, forgot my pro pick, yes, again, I know, and looking to see what we can find. Basically, that is brown coal, which we can mark. I think I've got brown coal marked closer to me, but that's fine. Let's just have a little peek. Rift activity is calm at the moment, so kind of works a bit in our favour, but I'm still not very well armoured or armed, so I do need to not forget that, because I have a habit of forgetting which episodes I'm recording and thinking that I can tank more than I do. I don't think I want to go too much more deeper down there, because you get backed up. And next thing you know, you've got half ton of drifters between you and the exit. I mean, you can sprint out and you can obviously leg it, but we're not here to cave today. We're here to expand the boundaries of our knowledge. The leather's still processing, berry bushes are still growing, crops are still growing, everything is incredibly slow. You forget how slow everything is when you're not on a server that's loaded all the time. When there's a lot of people playing, the server progresses, even when you're not online, which itself is a problem for your food storage and stuff. But there's this nice valley which runs down here, so I'm going to kind of come off of these hills and come down and see what we can find further down here. If I find any tin, that's getting dug up. Copper I'm just marking because I've got more copper marked on my map than I know what to do with. You are sulfur, okay. Nice yellow mining for sulfur. Right, and of course it's getting dark again. Yeah, I set out first at the crack of a sparrows, but the day doesn't last. It's 4 o'clock already. We are going to have to spend the night. I have got my little bedroll with me, so we can do stuff. And yeah, well, I'm going to keep on trucking, and I'll be back when we find something. Well, we've come a fair distance. That was where I spent the night. We're now down here, and that looks like a reasonable body of water. So had I got my raft on me, which I haven't, that would be probably the direction of travel I was going. Food wise, we are okay. We've got red meat, we've got lots of stuff. We've even got fat of these mushrooms, which are edible. And I have picked up some oak. Basically, I'm making sure I've got the means of making a fire every night when I hunker down. And I'm resisting picking anything except flax, because flax seeds are what I want to be able to get myself some more stuff going on. There's a little ruin there as well. Hang on a second. There's a bit of copper. You are flax, aren't you? You're not right, but this Eldamar. and waiting for them to ripen is an exercise in futility a lot of the time, so take your chances on just getting some seeds out of it. What have we got here? Yeah, a little ruin with a food vessel, bit of rice grain. There's probably some bony soil somewhere under this. Or not, as the case may be. But that was a little tiny ruin. Nothing to write home about, and certainly nothing to get excited about. I think that's one of the things with the better ruins does spoil you for vanilla ruins, or rather spoil vanilla ruins for us. I am not happy that we are cresting through woodland, but this is where I've not heard any wildlife, but I'm not going to name them. If you name them, they turn up. And I never trust the fact that I've not heard things anyway. That's only an indicator that they've not made any noise, not that they're not there. And we'll just grab a little bit more fruit, and then more. Oh, hello! This is more ruins. We can grab the cabbage seeds. What can I ditch? Well, I can quickly munch that lot down. No, I can't. I haven't got enough space in my tum. This is where we're going to hit problems, isn't it? What are you? You're food, so you're going to just be flax grain. Not much here, and I'm going to struggle if I want to take that bony soil with me as well, aren't I? Decisions. Well, I suppose one thing I could do. Oops, hello. Get myself in there. Is what's got the best heat? Repair my thing a bit. Then we can. I mean, flax grains are probably not worth picking up. No, we'll take the cabbage seeds, I suppose. Or bony soil, at least I can sift that when I get back. If I get back. We really are not struggling for food, so I am just going to whack that down. I don't think it makes any difference eating it all, it's just that I find it wasteful to leave it, so we'll whack that down there. We'll check out, let's see what you got. Yeah, you've got bony soil under you, so not a lot, but it's some. And then we can mark off this set of ruins as done, can't we? Which is always a nice feeling to oh, hello. An ore vessel, what is that? Stop it. What are you? I would say 6 pieces of magnetite. Oh, you are making me choose, aren't you? What to lose? Lose those 3 oak logs. Magnetite might be enough for me to get some iron off of, but ultimately it's not really going to be beneficial because without a bronze anvil I'm not going to be able to do much of anything. This will probably have the same setup then. Yep, there we go, and it's a seed vessel. Turnips, not worried. Not worried about turnips. Was there any more ruin? Have I eliminated all of the ruin from my exploration? No, there's a little bit more ruin there and some copper to mark. Anyway, we are going to head into this desert. That's my kind of direction of travel, and I'm going to hopefully find something useful. That's not going to help, is it? But we'll have every bit of bony soil I can find, and then we shall mark this ruin as searched. I think we've kind of exhausted that. Wasn't great, but any ruin is better than no ruin at all, I suppose. Let's go and see who that trader is, and then I'll... Oh. Did I just see more copper? Hang on. Well, if I did, it was my imagination. Starving to death is not going to be an issue, however. In fact, I'm going to stop picking berries for the time being, because I need the inventory slots now. God, I love this world generation, and I love exploring in Vintage Story. It is just such a great thing to do. I just don't want to get rid of that hide, though. That, you know, that seems to me like it would be something that will be useful, although there are plenty of antelopes around. I was going to mark the copper, wasn't I? But I am getting to the point now of wondering whether I should start. That's just quartz bits, which I should mark, especially given the amount of the size of this field here. Oh, there's a ruin there. Let's just oh, shiny. Oh, shiny. I don't think there's going to be much here. These little remnants are never much of much. Right, let's go and see this trader, see what he is. Got to mark the quartz. Because you know I'm going to regret it if I don't. Especially when it looks like a field this big. It's got the possibility of being a good source for gold, should I ever need it. Oh, hello. You might be a good place to base out of. You've got a bed. You're an artisan, so you've got bugger all that I want to buy. I suppose I ought to mark him. Boop. Where's the trader? Boop. Well, I'm going to continue. We'll continue exploring the area, and well, I'll come back again when hopefully something crops up that's worth going back for. Alright, so we've travelled around. I've just spotted this in this hillside. Where are we now? We have travelled down here. We went down this way. We've doubled back on ourselves, come across here through this mountain range here, and we're now down in this bit of the desert down here. So having a good old wander around, having a good old explore, which is going to be even better when we start playing with the Nomad series. But that's some time off. I am waiting for 120 to stabilize with all the mods I need to achieve that. So, you know, at the time of recording, 120 release candidate 1 has dropped. It appears pretty stable, but I don't think I've actually seen the go. Yeah. But you're very cute. Oh my grief. Hey! I didn't do that to you. You brought that on yourself, but this desert does not seem very stable. I mean, you know, physically. Which means there's probably... I mean, again, I am not... I took a beating in the night earlier. We had quite a lot of drifters in spawning and around one of my spots, so this is not damage. The current damage is not from drifters. The current damage is, I think, from that goat actually, which is scary. The goat probably does more damage than the drifters, but yeah, I do need to probably remake my arm. I need to make either some lamellar wood armor, which is things I could make. If I went and dug up a load of the copper I've been finding, I could make copper lamella, I think. But I'm just wandering around aimlessly in this desert. I'm not finding or getting anything. But there's a lot of... It's going to be very difficult to starve to death in this game, I think, currently. Where I am, because even, you know, worst comes to the worst, we've got termite mounds. So I suspect the biggest threat to me right now is accidents, drifters, and probably wild animals. They're rocks though, not wild animals. But it's difficult to know which direction to and what to do. I mean, I've got plenty of leather tanning and would like to get some more leather tanning. That's a piece. We have a look at the lamella. We can make the wood. That's simple enough. We just need some pelts, which medium or I presume a large. So I could actually move in that direction right now, couldn't I? Because I could tan you and get you going. That would be probably, seeing as I'm out here and it's a longer thing now, to be honest, we could kill some more deers or stuff around here, but you know, we are getting a long way from home right now, and I'm still not finding any really good ruins. You don't appreciate your better ruins mod until you ain't got your better ruins. You also don't appreciate how often it is you're wandering around in the world and you spot ores in the side of a mountain and you go, oh look, there's tin, and you just kind of sack it off because you know you're past that or you don't need it. And then when you actually do want tin, those incidental ore finds seem few and far between. It's almost like it's a conspiracy. These are not, these are not looking. I get some hitches. I don't know whether I'm getting some little hitches there in the... I don't want to go too deep, not with my health being depleted to nearly half. But there's no harm in having a look in a cave now and again. If I was better armoured, I'd probably go and have a look better in a cave. Maybe we should. Maybe copper lamella would be the direction to go. Means I do need resin, but I have now got an inventory spot. So if I come across any resin, and deserts are great places to find resin because you get loads of these pine trees. He says. Of course, you've got to find the resin. I probably walked past loads just because that's how life works when I wasn't looking for it. It was throwing it at me. But anyway, we are Oh, Jesus. We are where we are. We're doing what we're doing, and I'll be back in a bit. Alright, didn't go long before I found some, just to prove that it does exist in the world, but then I started looking at my map, and that looks suspicious. It could just be a flower field, but it could be a ruin, because it's got that uniform shape to it. So we're heading over now. Unfortunately, that means we are now skirting around the edge of the forest, which I try to avoid forests in any capacity when the game is stacked against me, and death is more inconvenient than it is in vanilla Vintage Story. Obviously, the IronMan death is very inconvenient because I could end up 400,000 blocks away from where I am, which would not be ideal. See, I think that is actually not a weird structure. I think that is just a hill. Just goes to show you can see something on the map that's spelled, I don't need you, that sets alarm bells ringing. And when you get there, it's actually nothing. We'll knock a couple more of these bushes off. But that is definitely a strange natural formation. That's just combined, by the way, if you're wondering why I'm doing that, it's combining them for freshness, because the ones I'm harvesting are things. Yeah, this is like someone took a bite out of it. No, really was nothing. There's a nice little cave entrance there, though, and that is, I think, fire clay. Yeah. I really should put the auto mapping mod on this. And then that would make life a lot easier for me in terms of managing my map waypoints anyway. I mean, yeah, a lot of the point of IronMan is not to make life easier, so does that not go any... there, that's where it goes somewhere, isn't it? Red wine cap, I think that's edible. I'm not that worried because I'm not desperate for food. Some copper there. I haven't got carrying capacity for it though, have I? Unless I drop something. Oh, hello. Ruin. Hello. This is, I think this is my first, actually. And it's not open. What have we got? Oh, God. Gears. More gears, some rope, quartz, and a tuning cylinder, which is not overly useful. Well, I know it's here, and we know that there's also copper here, so let's just add. Because that's an easy one. It's not an easy one in terms of accessing it from the outside world, because we've got a fair old hike ahead of us. Ooh, don't like that stuff. Whether there's anything worthwhile down there or not, so let's just go and have a poke, shall we? Poke our head in. Ooh, ooh, ooh. That way death lies. Rift activity's calm, so should be. Well, that's that bunny fell down. Okay. I haven't really. I probably need to be getting more stuff to mark my path back, but I generally have a very good memory for directions. That, of course, is the cue for the game to completely stiff me and get me lost. But I'm just, when you sit there and you look at these big caves, you start questioning whether you come down and have a look to see if you can't find any. I mean, I can't pick up that gear, so I won't. And I should probably be contemplating not bothering to do this at all and just getting back home, because I'm not really going to pick up much of anything, and even if I do pick anything up or find something, I haven't got the inventory space to carry it. So maybe that's what I should be doing now. Maybe I should be contemplating heading home. I think I need to up armor, I need to up resource, get myself even, you know, I think it was that way, even like copper lamella or even wooden lamella, to be honest, would be an improvement. So I think I'm going to do that. I am going to start heading home. I'm going to head home trying to cover a route that I've not previously travelled, because that just kind of makes sense. But I know there's a dungeon there with a translocator, so that in itself is potentially interesting, just because we could open that up and get to another, use that to get to another region. This entire region looks quite interesting. If I were going to build a base, this might be an area that I'd consider, you know, just on the edge of the desert here. Yeah, but right now I think I need to get back. That was spelt, wasn't it? It wasn't the good stuff. Well, it's not the good stuff. That is the good stuff. The good stuff for eating is spelt and rye and all those good grains. It's not flax, but the good stuff for making things is flax. So, you know, damned if you do, damned if you don't. Anyway, I will see you in a bit. Actually, there's a small ruin here. Probably won't have much of. Hello, this has actually got quite a bit more of nothing. We'll have you, and we'll crack into this. I'll leave the food vessel. There's absolutely no point to me going after that. Finally, right, so now I can repair that and that. That can go there. We'll get rid of you. We will sort out that, because I will definitely want that. So I'm going to get rid of you. Have I picked up anything else that I didn't want then? Don't think so. What have you got in you? Torches. Tempting. Those iron nuggets are kind of sitting there going, do I really even want those? Tell you what, there is a... No, there isn't. I was going to say I could make more dirt, but... No, I don't think we need those. But that ruin, I'll put this ruin on as a green ruin, just to say come back here, because... And then we're going to go and visit Mr. Trader over there, because hopefully it's a caravan with a bed in it, in which case I can spend the night here. But there's a whole load of pine trees all over here as well, so we can check these out for resin. I've got one bit of resin. I think I needed quite a bit, and I'm just mean, there's a little bit of me that says, should I just strip these things of leaves? Because then I can see straight away if it's got resin or not. And it's not like sticks are ever going to go out of fashion, is it? Especially when you've got nice tall ones like this, not sticks. Naturally, you get long sticks, but you know, I'm not talking about those. I'm talking about the trees. Really doesn't want to give me out those, does it? Oh, I always get worried about. Mind you, that's a big old block of stone plugging that. Not really much in there though, and it's a quartz deposit. I think I will mark this though, map. Quartz. Right, let's see who this trader is. I'm just looking at his chest going, would it be worthwhile just leaving some stuff here, but I don't think so. You're a furniture trader, which is probably utterly useless to me. Wooden chest for 2 gears, that's actually not bad. But he hasn't got a brilliant bed, so we might as well we'll use it. I'm going to basically stop here until we can move on in the morning. We are just here right now, so I'm going to skirt this desert going up, I think, this way, but there's a lot of waterways here, so if I can skirt the desert going up, and then maybe I can either cut across here to get back to my base, or I can unveil that. I'll make a decision when I see how foresty it is, because the forest is the issue. Anyway, see you in a bit. Well, I was going to pause and look at the map, but I am in pig territory, and the pigs are, if nothing, probably more dangerous than some of the they're probably more dangerous than some of the other animals, because they really do hold a grudge for some reason. I don't have a knife on me, and I don't have inventory space to keep a knife, so I am going to be I'm going to have to be wasteful, because I can't really do anything with the resources we got there. More copper, but we've come up this side. I found a couple more trees with resin, so we're heading up here. There is a resin tree there which we'll call by on our way past, but we're just going to kind of make a beeline, almost a beeline home. It's been a good trip. I've really enjoyed just getting out here and just huddling around and enjoying what the world has to offer, because Vintage Story is at its heart a survival and exploration game, and a building game, regardless of what other people have said in the past. This is a building game. Running joke on the Rusty Gears server. Anyway, so we need to find our way through that bit. I think I'm going to kind of run around through the foothills of these mountains, between the mountains, pinnacles, something like that. You can't always find everything. We've uncovered a lot. We've explored the land and we've mapped the land, and mapping the land that's in your area is actually, I think, a really important part of the game, because the more you know about where you live, the better you're going to live there. And when you do this, again, same trick. We'll just pick them up and stack them. They're not going to lose much in the way of freshness. An issue I am facing now is I am thinking that I need to do, and I think this is an issue for all content creators. I need to do more between episode stuff to advance the timeline, because it's, the crops growing, for example, are taking forever. Hey, piggy. Back off, Mr. Pig. And recording 2 or 3 days of in-game playtime. Oh wow, so that was one of those trees I tried to start on, wasn't it? I can't carry it. I mean, the only thing I could drop is my stones, because they are renewable very easily. I don't desperately need the wow, that sounded unpleasant. Let's just try and bring down 1 block. I also want to break this axe because it's see, didn't even get the block down, did I? Oh well. Cleared up the inventory slot though, so I can carry something else if I find it. Woo! So yeah, there is an element of that. The other thing that is in my mind is how long this series goes on for, because this is not permadeath. But the penalty for dying is almost as high as permadeath. I mean, it might as well be permadeath, depending on where you end up porting back into, where you respawn, in some respects. So if you spawn far enough away, you have very little incentive to make what potentially could be a very, very long journey back. I was going to kind of head out. I've been over here. I must have searched all of these, but I also know how awkward it is to spot resin. So we'll kind of pootle over. Yeah, where are we? We need to go over that way, actually. No, that's the wrong way then. So we're back in our desert. It's our desert. With a bit of luck, we'll have some growth. And now, hides I can get easily. There's lots of antelopes around. It's resin, I think, is going to be an interesting limiting. But I've got a little niggling feeling that I needed resin for something. And I think it might have been a bow. I can't remember. I didn't really check before I came out, and I've just had a look. My hunger is actually fairly low there. I should probably do something about that. Right, this was the resiny tree, and it has got resin again, so we can get another 4 off of that. Well, that's good. We've got 4 resin from having no resin, so the resin gods have smiled on us for this this foray out. But now we just need to get back, take stock, and wrap up, I think, for this session. And we will see. Rift activity is medium. I've had worse. We had high earlier, and you couldn't move for drifters. They were bloody everywhere. See that piggy? That piggy is looking like he wants to donate me some food, but again, I really don't have the space in my inventory other than that 1 slot. So I think I'd rather wait until we've emptied our inventory, tidied up, and when we come back, we've got food from it. We've also got those mushrooms, which I know are edible, so they'll go in the cellar. Well, I use the word cellar loosely. That's I'm not entirely sure. I think in 1.19 it still does work. It may have been patched. I've heard conflicting reports, but it's very difficult to tell. I suppose the way to do it would be to actually build a cellar. Oh, my trees have grown. Now, I know we don't have the resin regrowth mod, so there is little. I don't think there's any chance that they will have any resin. But home sweet home, we're back, and we got some ripe berries. We have some hides which I need to scrape. We have weak tannin. I need to go into here and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and seal, and that will give us some strong tannin. Those are scraped hides large, those are large, so I think we can probably combine all of those in and get one thing of thing going. You know, I'm good with the words, you see. I'm just going to stick these seeds up there for now. Have I got bony soil anywhere? I'll stick you in there to do something with. Yes, oh, I needed fat, not... Oh, God. Yeah, I needed fat for that, not bones. Not resin. Okay, well, gives us the option of doing lamilla armour, doesn't it, I suppose. So let's not grumble too much. We've got oak to make more of that. That is still curing. We've got food. We've got some more sphalerite. Not sphalerite, that was magnetite, wasn't it? Sorry. And that's hematite, but you know, we're not going anywhere with any of this, are we, right now? And we also have you, which can go there, perhaps, like so, for now. That will do. Got another 2 more copper pickaxe heads to use up. We've got you to go through, you're on, and this lot, what we got? I mean, we've got these are good for a while. That's 23 days, and that will go up to 135 days, and we've still got the berries on us, so all good. We can oh, bone. I need to make myself a new knife, don't I? Got a bone anywhere? Yeah, give me a bone, thank you, and give me some flint and kniff. Oh yeah, of course. We don't have Napster. We don't have anything. Keep forgetting. Those quality of life mods make you lazy, but there are some quality of life mods that I am seriously missing. Right, and then we're going to scrape those hides and we'll get those running. Boop, boop, boop. No. I'm going to boop each of those up. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6 large hides. We'll put those in that. That will give me 6 prepared hides in 3 days. And this is the kind of the thing I'm saying. I need to advance the time, because these are 5 of 12. You know, these have been growing for an age. Those are 4 of 7, those are 3 of 7, sunflowers are not doing much, flax is not doing a huge amount. I probably need to plant some stuff outside, which will be interesting, because I'll need to dig a murder pit for the animals. On the plus side, that will also give me a murder pit for the animals, which will give me more hides. So, and those blackberries are all looking very ripe over there. So yeah, I've got the bone out and I did it wrong anyway. Doesn't matter. It's only a flint knife. It's not like it's the end of the world, is it? So the question is next, where we go next? And I think we need to, well, we can have a look at, let's have a look at the lamella for starters. So head lamella is some pelt, resin, and wood. That's fine, and it's better than nothing. Body lamella is some pelt, resin, and some firewood. Okay, and leg lamella is, unsurprisingly, some pelts, small, so that probably is rabbit and things. However, if we wanted to go and do copper, we still need the pelts, but we also need copper lamellae, and these are basically a casting thing. So we could make ourselves 2 or 3 molds, lamellae molds. We could go out and harvest some of these many traces of copper that I've got on the map. And we also do the pelts while we're at it, and I think that's where I'm going to go. I think that's what I'm going to do. So I will most likely make myself 4 lamella molds. I think 4 would be a reasonable number. Oops, hello, there we go. And that will allow me to make 4 at a time, which, you know, should be, that's 4 ingots at a time. And we can try and progress into having some reasonable armor. I didn't have a look what the actual penalties are on that one. Walking speed -3, we get a slightly increased hunger rate. Ranged weapon accuracy is reduced, but it at least has better durability, and obviously we can get all 3 of those. If I can get enough hides, I might make the wooden one while we're setting up for this, but I genuinely, I'd rather not waste the pelts on that. I'd like to do them. Now the other thing we have, of course, is if we weren't making backpacks, we could make leather armor like this, which is better. How that's better than, I never understood how. I mean, I know leather armor is a hardened boiled leather, so 60% 0.6700 is, you know, but it takes a lot of leather. Anyway, I am going to get these in. We'll get them in a pit kiln, we'll get them fired, and I will see you next episode to see about getting ourselves some armor, I think. And I'm going to try and progress myself a few days along. If we get a temporal storm, I will probably just cheese it anyway. And I mean, once I've got a chisel, I can really cheese them. There is a trick I found with temporal storms, which you can just basically sit in a hole and they can't touch you. They can't touch you. So, all good. Anyway, on that note, thank you very much for watching, guys. I will see you soon. Bye for now.